We are live here for another Jazz game. That's right. Jazz fan here. And on today's show, we got Jazz versus Cavs. And I know last show was bad. It was so bad, the last game with the Utah Jazz. We played the Charlotte Hornets. Charlotte Hornets. We had the worst defeat we've ever had in Jazz history. I wasn't even sure at the time that I was doing the stream that was the case. But now there's an opportunity for the Jazz to come back in this game and at least show some type of fight. I mean, let's be really honest. We all know what it is. We all know it was about the tank. We all know it was about the draft pick. I'm hoping because of the backlash from fans like myself, like fans like all of you guys out there who complained, who talked about the players badly, who talked about the tank. I'm hoping that they will be like, you know what, let's go out here and try. There's a chance we might lose. Like Cavs, yeah, they've been up and down all season, but they're still a really good side. So we just got to see what happens. Game is getting ready to start right now. I'm hoping. I do not know what the lineup is. I didn't have time. I kind of rushed myself to come home from work, get on the stream really early, and then we're going to hear about the lineup. And I'm hoping to get a real strong lineup that's going to have Lowry, that's going to have a Keontae George that's at the very least is going to do better this time. But the key thing is that we have Lowry, we got Nurkic, and we got Key. If we got those three, we got a chance to do anything, to win any single game. So shout out to the 7 people there that are watching the stream. Much appreciated. All right, they got the lineups for the Cavs now coming right now. Looks like the Cavs are going strong. They got Donovan Mitchell, former Jazz man. They're starting. Evan Mobley. Darius Garland. They just moved the screen too quick. I'm going to go find out the lineup, and then I can really give it up to you guys and give you guys my honest thoughts. But so far, I'm good. I'm good on that lineup. But is it Jazz fans in the building? I see that there are 6 people in the stream. Who are you cheering for? Are you a Jazz fan like myself? Are you a Cavs fan and looking for another win? You know, there's lots of narratives going on in this game. It's another game where we get to see Lowry Marketing going up against Cavs. He surely is going to have something to say. And I'm hoping that he is playing. At least I hope he is. I'm just going to go on Twitter right now and see what's up. And at least before they put out the lineups. Okay, here we go with the lineup. Here is the lineup right now. Okay, we got what I wanted. We got Lowry that's back. We got Nurkic that's back. We got Svi Mykhailiuk that's back, and Keontae is in the lineup as well. So we got 4 guys exactly who I would have been like, yes, that's what we want. And Cody Williams is in the lineup. And you might be saying, why Cody? Cody defensively has been pretty good. Playing him at the 3, like his length, like he's able to get to the ball. His reading the defenses has improved a lot. And even though he isn't a shooter, like his ability to drive to the basket and just put that big wingspan out and rock, he can drive to the basket 3-4 times a game. Give yourself 8 points, maybe get a couple steals, a block, and at least slow them down. Like that's all we can ask for. So Cody is getting the nod, playing at the small forward right now. I'm assuming Ace Bailey is still out with injury, and that's fine. From what I understand, he's probably one of the few players that legitimately has an injury. It isn't about him having a rest, but he legit has an injury. And here we go. All right, Jazz get the tip off, and Keontae George is going to bring the ball up. All right, pass it to Cody. Cody out there to Nurkic. Nurkic back there to Keontae. And Keontae George right there with a floater and gets fouled. I see that there is a couple of people there in the chat. Much appreciated. Hey, what's up, Victim of Fate? Glad you joined me back on the stream. Really appreciate it. He then goes on to say, hold on, I got to put this on the stream. Victim of Fate says, you know what? I got the Jazz this game. Thank you very much. Victim of Fate there. He's a Hornets fan. Joined me on the last stream there to obviously to celebrate his team playing really, really well. But yeah, thank you very much for coming back. And you know what? Like, I see that there was another comment there in the chat by Danny TD1HT, who goes on to say, hoping the Jazz comes out strong and gets the upset. I hope so too. I think if they go out there, play hard, it's quite clearly that the strategy is to go out there, play some good defense, and see what happens. And I think that that's what they're doing right now. Svi Mykhailiuk is the best player for the Jazz playing the 2. But as a lot of you will probably know watching Jazz games, is that Svi Mykhailiuk has been out. Like, he's been really out for a lot of it over the past, probably since the end of November. So it's quite clearly the Jazz have kind of been steadily tanking and hoping to see what happens. But, Jazz kept winning games, and that last game against the Hornets, that for me was just way too much. I thought the Hornets were incredible, and I'm not sure if the Jazz had Lowry that I think that they would have won, because I do think that Hornets team were very good, and I do have to give them their credit for that. They were super consistent on 3. Jazz right there struggle on the perimeter, so it's one thing that that would have always been an issue there. But game starting out, Jazz are up 2-0 at the moment. It's still Cavs ball. Jazz playing pretty physical right now from what I see. Cavs haven't scored, but the Jazz have 2-0. Garland goes up for a layup but misses. And then Nurkic gets the rebound from that. And the Jazz are going to reset courtesy of Keontae George. Keontae George. Oh, I don't know if Keontae was trying to pass there in the paint to Nurkic. That wasn't a good one. And Jarrett Allen there gets a dunk. Puts the Cavs level with the Jazz, 2-2, with 10 minutes, 18 to go. All right. Lowry there gets a bucket, giving the Jazz an extra 2 points. It's a 3 by the Cavs. And as you know, for the stream, every time a 3 is hit, I will put a little bit of a sound effect, because we love 3s here at Hoopslytics. I can tell you that. I love me a 3 ball, no matter if it comes from the Jazz or not, but I love it from the Jazz even more so. All right, game's starting pretty physical right now. Cavs playing some pretty good defense. Like this is what happens when you play up against a team that plays good defense and really wants it. Because every single bucket that the Jazz have tried to get, Cavs ain't making it they're not making it easy. So it's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be a good game. All right, Lowry's at the line to shoot too. See that there's a comment here in the chat. Hokage Hustle 88 says, "Do a deep voice for the boys." A deep voice? You mean like this? I don't know. I don't know. What do you mean? Do you want me to say for the boys in a deep voice? For the boys, let's go. I don't know if that's what you want me to say. Like, I did it. I did it. I did it. Victim of Fate then goes on to say Larry needs help. Well, he's got the help. He's got the help today. I'm hoping this is where Keontae George will show up again in today's game. Nurkic, Nurkic has been pretty good so far for the Jazz this season. But it's really been Keontae George and Lowry, and I'm just hoping that Keontae George will be that guy. And there's the first three of the game. Three of the game by the Jazz. And that one by Keontae George there. Well done, Keontae, on that one. I see there's another comment there in the chat. Thank you very much, Hokage. Oh, you just noticed my accent? Oh, yeah. So, I mean, I used to live in the UK. I live here in Canada for now. So I am on the same side of the world as everybody else that at least are mainly basketball fans. But yes, I do have a British accent. A lot of people do tell me that my accent is definitely fused a lot because I'm from other places as well. On this side of the world, the Bahamas to be more specific. So that's probably where sometimes you do hear some of the, I guess, the North American U.S. type of accent. But yep, thank you very much. All right, Jazz going to the line again. Some good defense there by the Cavs. Larry misses the first free throw. I wonder if Larry's out of shape from sitting on the bench for so long. Not playing in the last game. I think he played the game before and missed the game before that. All right, he does make the second one. Jazz up 9-2 with 8.5 minutes left in the first quarter. All right, what are the Cavs going to do? All right, Jarrett Allen there with a bucket. Oh, he misses. Just as I was about to say, he gets a bucket. That one comes in and out. I mean, Cavs, I don't even know what to say. Oh, all right, Cody with a three. Oh, that's a missed three with Cody. All right, Donovan Mitchell there with a, what is going on with the Cavs? That is another miss. All right, Lowry out to Keontae George, who's on the perimeter right now. All right, Keontae out to the corner. Cody then drives, swing. Cody out to the perimeter again. Cody hits a three. Oh, you know what? That has got to deserve the mega horn. Successfully. If you didn't know, Cody Williams last season was statistically the worst rookie in the league. And to see the progression from last season, working on his craft, to coming this season, still a bit on the slow side, but definitely over the past 4 games, seeing the improvement. Cody Williams, very impressive performance, very impressive three. And I hope the guy continues it because it definitely is a hard one for him. If you didn't also already know, he is the brother of Jalen Williams for OKC. So definitely there's a lot of pressure on his back to go out there and succeed. And, that I got to say that's life. But, right now he's succeeding. Let me angle this a little bit in here. There we go. All right. Well, another comment. All right, victim of fate straight up going for the prediction. We got a 104 to 112 win for the Jazz. Based on how this game has started, I think that that's fair. I think that's fair. Like, I'm surprised, like, the Cavs have not, like, they haven't scored a lot. Like, what are they on, 2 points? Yeah, they're on 2 points, and they've had opportunities to score, but, like, it's not like they're missing threes. They are missing mid-range shots. They're missing mid-range jumpers. They're missing layups. Like, it's just not a good offensive performance from them so far. But I understand completely how good that they are. So I'm expecting them to rise from the dead like the Undertaker and start lighting it up. So the Jazz just have to go out there and do what they do best and just perform at their best, and like they'll be fine. Especially with this lineup. They're like this is a good balanced lineup from the Jazz that we've got out here today. So looks like game is on break right now. They're just showing a bit of a tribute there to Kevin Love for the Cavs. You know what? Shout out to Kevin Love. Kevin Love has been pretty great for the Jazz this season. Yeah, they've got a video package for him there. He comes out. He says thank you. Obviously, he wanted there with the Cavs in 2016. So they had a little video package for him. That's really nice, by the Cavs. I probably would have preferred it at the very beginning of the game, but it just tells you that they wanted everybody to see this, not just the people there that are in Cleveland, but everybody else like ourselves who are watching the game out there. So shout out to the Cleveland Cavaliers for that one. All right, games looks like it's coming back right now. It's going to be Cavs ball. And I think we got a few changes here for the Cavs. So I'm not that familiar with the guys outside of Donovan Mitchell, Jared Allen, and Darius Garland. So it's going to be pretty interesting kind of learning about some of those guys. Svi Mihaila comes on the other end and gets a couple of points there for the Jazz. After Jared Allen also gets a dunk. So Jazz are up by 10, 14-4, and things are looking pretty good. The first 3-point attempt, I think, by the Cavs, and they missed that one. Svi Mihaila brings the ball up after the miss. And Nurkic is going to pass it to Keontae George. All right, Keontae right there to Nurkic. Nurkic gets a nice floater. The Jazz are steadily in the lead, and I do think that prediction that my guy in the chat, Victim of Fate, has, if it keeps going like this, it could stay like this. I think that's pretty fair. Jazz to win by 8. I'll take that. Darius Garland there with 3. That's a miss. Lowry gets the rebound. Lowry there to Svi Mihaila. Svi Mihaila with an open 3. Oh, and he hits the 3. This is looking real disgusting right now by the Jazz. And I say thank God for that. Let me give a little Svi Mihaila, a little praise there for the 3. It's another miss shot. That time it's a missed 3 by the Cavs. Jazz up by 15 right now. Keontae George sets it up for Nurkic. Nurkic with the miss. Nurkic trying to get for the rebound. Come on, Nurk. Nurkic doesn't get it. Jared Allen there gets the rebound. Oh, and it's a turnover there by the Cavs. Cavs playing real sloppy right now. Real sloppy. Pass comes in from the top of the key. He passes there to the corner. Cavs looking for that corner 3 to try to come back into the game. And that guy there, number 9, doesn't manage to get the ball. Who's the number 9? Craig Porter Jr. He doesn't manage to get anything on that. All right, Svi Mihaila is out the game right now. He's going to get some rest. We still got Nurkic. We still got Yusuf Nurk. We still got Keontae George in the game. We got Filipowski is in right now, and I think that is Bryce Sensabaugh probably going to take Svi Mihaila's position. Yes, Bryce Sensabaugh is in the game too. Jazz up by 17. Kenny Atkinson is calling a timeout, and I think rightfully so, because, hey, as a Jazz fan, I'm loving this right now, because after you perform like that against the Charlotte Hornets, for them now to go up, come there, play their best possible team that has the best balance of play between offensive defense, and now you're up against the Cleveland Cavaliers 21-4 with like 3 minutes left in the first quarter. I think 5 minutes left in the first quarter. I think it's great. We are on track right now to score 40 in this first quarter, and I like that. I like that. That's all I ask for, is you go out there, give 100%, and see what happens. And right now, that's what we're getting from the Jazz. All right, game is on break. Let me there's a couple of comments there. We got Victim of Fate says, what position do you think the Jazz should focus on acquiring this trade deadline, or any players specifically you want to see in the Jazz playing along Lowry? So this is something that I've thought of a while, right? Because, like, I don't think the Jazz are actually... Like, I think it's possible for the Jazz to make a trade. I think if the Jazz do make a trade, they're going to be thinking of the future. And I think that they're going to get guys that are going to be near the end of their contracts. And there's one guy that, like, I was looking at this a couple weeks ago, that he's going to be a restricted free agent next, or at the end of the season. And that's Gigi Jackson for the Memphis Grizzlies. And I'm thinking, like, Gigi is on a great small contract. I think he should be a guy that we should try to target, maybe even go after and get some draft picks. We do have, some collateral, but for some reason, I just don't think that the Memphis Grizzlies would trade him. I think that they have a plan to possibly to sign him up on a bigger deal, but he was one that I looked at. If you're talking about like more experienced guys rather than a third-year player like Gigi, I hadn't really thought of it much, because I do understand what the Jazz are kind of thinking. They're all about thinking about next year and the draft and what that looks like. So that's why I've always thought the Jazz are going to make trades in order to get more draft picks next season, whether that being late first round or second round. Yeah, that's right. So Victim of Fate says, you are right. I forgot about the Gobert trade. Yep. All right. Cavs ball now. Cavs there with a floater. Oh, Cavs get a bucket. That time, who's that? Number 22. That is Larry Nance Jr. there, getting a nice floater. Keontae George with the ball now. Keontae George out there passing to Bryce. Bryce there with a midi. That one doesn't land too well, but I think he gets fouled in the play. Larry Nance Jr. is actually the one that fouls him, and I think Bryce is going to go to the line. I'm actually really surprised. I think this is the first time I've watched the Cavs this season. I didn't check out any of their preseason games, but I'm surprised. I thought they would have been a lot better. And maybe this isn't the game that I should really be judging the Cleveland Cavaliers, but I definitely expected more out of them in this game. Like, we got under 5 minutes to go, 4 minutes, 53 seconds right now. Bryce Sensabaugh just hit his first one. Jazz are up. Jazz are up by 16. Make that 17. Jazz 23. Cleveland Cavaliers 6. And you just expected more. Just expected more. All right. Garland out there. Oh, it's another turnover. Wow. Another turnover by the Cavs. That time, Porter with the turnover. And Porter's picking up Keontae George full court. I think Keontae's probably just taking one shot, which was that 3. But Keontae's right. All right, Bryce Sensabaugh there. Bryce with a midi. Bryce there with a miss. Svi Mihайлuk, Filipowski getting back. Get back on defense. Jazz playing some pretty good defense right now. They're not allowing any easy shots. That was a good defense there by Cody Williams. Porter Jr. does get it, but good defense there by Cody. Cody there, hands up, takes him all the way to the basket, makes it difficult. Love it. Love it from Cody Williams on that one. Another comment there by Victim of Fate says they doing to them what the Hornets. Yep, that is exactly right. We are doing what the Hornets did to us. I completely agree. It's a $3, Garland, and that's the first three of the game for the Cleveland Cavaliers. You know, we're not biased, so we get trained for threes. We're threes. All right, Jazz ball right now. Kevin Love is in the game. Good to see K Love right there. Oh, it's a turnover by K Love, helping out his old team. Oh, close to being a turnover there by the Cavs. Oh, Jazz. I think that's Tyson there that gets fouled. Yes, it is. Tyson's going to go to the line to shoot one after getting fouled. I think that was by Filipowski. No, sorry, Bryce Sensabaugh. Yeah, with the foul. Looks like Jazz are gonna review it. It does look like a foul. I'm not even gonna lie. The Jazz fan in me is gonna like not be biased about this. Like, it does look like a foul. Like, I don't understand why they even. I'd have to see the video review of this again, but it looks like Bryce just comes in, does his arm that way, trying to get the block because he thinks Tyson's gonna go for a layup on his left. But he ends up stepping back and doing jumper. But I'm surprised they're reviewing this. All right, they're still reviewing the play. Shout out to the 11 people that is watching the stream. Much appreciate it. Definitely hit the like on the video. It does help the video out. I should. All right, Tyson is going to the line. Yeah, that was kind of pretty easy. It did look like a foul. All right, Tyson makes it. Nurkic on the bench. I guess Kevin Love is going to be playing the 5. All right, Lowry back in the game. Good to see him. Lowry's getting double team right now. Come on, Filipowski's got the ball. Filipowski there to Isaiah Collier, who's in the game. Bryce Sensabaugh there comes inside. Oh, that's got to be Isaiah Collier with an open 3. Isaiah hits a 3. We got Isaiah Collier shooting 3s again. Where is that? Oh, that deserves the mega horn. All right, Tyson with the ball now. Passes it to, that's Porter Jr. They leave Porter Jr. wide open, and Porter Jr. hits a 3. Like, Porter Jr. can't be that bad. All right, Isaiah Collier there with the ball. Pass it to Bryce. Come on, Bryce. Bryce is getting double team right now. Good defense there by the Cavs. That was Donovan Mitchell there. And our Porter Jr. there with some good defense. Oh, it's a block by Lowry. Lowry there blocking at the basket. I love that. Swing. Jazz with an open 3. Jazz hit a 3 on that one. 29-17. Oh, I'm loving it. Donovan Mitchell with a 3. Oh, wow, that's a 3. Isaiah Collier there out. Lowry marketing with a 3. That's a miss. It's been a while since I've said Jazz with a missed 3. And the Cleveland Cavaliers, Jazz had a lead of 15 at one point. They now only have a lead by 9. And we got roughly about a minute and a half left. 90 seconds left in this first quarter. That is a great block by Lowry. That is, we definitely need more of that. And we missed that with Walker Kessler. All right, Isaiah Collier there with the ball. He's got it top of the key. Pass it to Lowry. Lowry coming to the box with a nice layup. He misses, but he gets fouled, I think. Yeah, he gets fouled. He's going to the line to shoot too. Yeah, let's get this good solid lead. This Cavs team are too good to just underestimate. At some point, they're going to make a run. Now they're making that run. All right. Lowry takes his first one, makes it. Jazz up by 10, 30 to 20. They're a little bit further back than what I thought they'd be. I thought they'd be closer to about 40 right now. When you think about how they were at the 5-minute mark, where they were up by 15. Lowry makes both free throws. Jazz up 31 to 20. We got 11 minutes. We got 1 minute and 11 seconds to go. All right, Porter Jr. there with the ball for the Cavs. Filipowski's on him, though. Filipowski doing pretty well on that one. It's a miss. Jazz get the rebound courtesy of Lowry. What are we doing? What, Bryce? What are you doing? No! Oh, Bryce. Like, Cavs mess it up. And Bryce there manages to recover the fumble. Kevin Love with a three. Oh, that is nice. That is nice. Kevin Love with a three. Hey, Love. Boy, we're going to miss him next season. You didn't know Kevin Love is on the last year of his deal. Like, his experience in the NBA is going to help out a lot of these youngsters, and I hope they are taking as much from him as they possibly can. Donovan Mitchell with a three. That's a miss. Cavs get the rebound, though. Donovan Mitchell with a two. That's a miss. Jazz get the ball back. All right, we got 24 seconds to go. Well, we got 17 seconds on the shot clock. Make that 13. Isaiah Collier there with the ball. Isaiah's going to extend this out. Isaiah there with the afterburners. He puts it up. No, pass it to Filipowski. Filipowski loses it. And the Jazz concede a basket there in the end. We got 2 seconds. One. And it's a three by the Jazz at the end of the first quarter. 34 to 22 in favor of the Jazz right now. Jazz are up by 12. That's a fair amount when you think about the fact that we were up by 15. So I really do like that, what the Jazz putting out there. But consistency, that's all that's required now going forward. Jazz need consistency. Let's go out there and show the NBA what we can do after an embarrassing performance against the Charlotte Hornets. So we got a couple of comments there. Just one comment there from Victim of Fate. Let me put that on. Victim of Fate says the threes are splashing. Yep, threes were definitely splashing near the end of the quarter from both the Jazz and the Cavs. And you got to say, you hope it continues. I think looking at the stats, we could kind of, you know what? Let's look at the stats together. Like, normally I save this for kind of hard time, but I'll just show you this one on Google. Let me change the layout and then share this and then share this. All right. So these are the stats right now. So this is how it's looking. Jazz right there, 10 and 22. Like I could feel this watching the game. Jazz are 45% from the field in comparison to the Cavs are 36%. Threes right now, Jazz are 50% from three. And when you think about it, in the last game against the Hornets, they were 33% from three. So that just tells you where they are with things. You know, they were poor shooting the three in the last game. This game, much better. Cavs at 27%. That was poor. That's kind of where we were at in the first quarter. We're shooting the three ball. Free throws, we've had 8. We've had 8 free throws. Like, free throws are probably one of the reasons why we're also winning this game as well. But again, that's just because we're driving to the basket and we're doing the right things. And getting free throws is a skill, and that's what we're doing right now. Rebounds as well, we're out rebounding them. This work rate, crashing the board, that's what all of that means. Like, there's just little signs, even though it's in the first quarter, there's little signs that what the Jazz doing is like doing really, really well. And you got points in the paint. I would have expected more points in the paint for the Jazz, but only 6 there. Yeah. Okay. All right. Game is about to come back on, but that's what that's what I call for predictions. And then Victim of Fate says, "Who y'all got drop you predictions?" Um, I don't have anybody to drop some predictions. I mean, because I'm a Jazz fan, I'm just gonna think we can win every single game. Like there are just very few games there that I'm just like, yeah, well, we're gonna lose this. But I don't really, yeah, I don't really. Oh, hold on, no, actually I missed that one. Hold on. Sorry, I missed that one. Project Fortnite says, why did LeBron not take a pay cut like Brunson did? He left 113 million on the table while LeBron makes 54 million this year, and his oh, guys making 5 million a year on a two-way minimum contract. Guy, all right. Think about it like this: if you're in his position, like, are you going to take a pay cut? Like, I just come from work. I'm telling you this right now. If anybody from my work comes to me and tells me I should take a pay cut, I know I don't make millions. If you didn't know, I don't make millions, but I could understand why he doesn't want to take a pay cut. You know, yeah, like, yeah, he could do that in order to help the team out. But I truly do think that LeBron is out. Like, I think he's got another year. He's going to leave the Lakers. And then I think somehow, somewhere, he's going to find himself back actually to the Cleveland Cavaliers and end his career in Cleveland. And I think that's going to be it. I truly do think that. All right. So, Victim of Fate talked about predictions there for Project Fortnite. Um, Fortnite also goes on to say, for the 2025-2026 season, LeBron and Bronny James combined take up approximately 35.2. LeBron said himself, Luka is a franchise player. Yes. I listen, if I can't verify that stat, but if that is true, like, that's the Lakers' fault. And if you're a Lakers fan, you should be annoyed. You should be annoyed. Like 35%, like that's a lot. But I will say this: how does that compare? Like, how does that compare to like other players? I know the general consensus on Bronny is that like he is I'll say this kindly, not very good, and that he is where he deserves to be right now, which is in the G League. But yeah, you got to ask Lakers fans. Like, I don't know, Project Fortnite. Are you a Lakers fan, or are you? No, you were in the last stream, wasn't you? Like, you're a Hornets fan, right? Like, yeah, Lakers fans are the ones that should be complaining about, and I don't really hear any complaints from Lakers fans. Like, LeBron turned it up on, I think, like on Saturday or Sunday, had a really good game, and everybody was loving him. So I don't think that there's a too much of a problem from Lakers fans. But yeah, from I'm looking at this, I'm like, man, that could be an issue. All right, Project Fortnite also goes on to say, he also said, and I quote, any back-to-back games are to be determined. So if he admittedly can't give 100% all regular season, why pay like max? Jake LaRavia has not missed one game. That is true. That is true. But at the end, yeah, this is what the Lakers asked for. Like, I think at this point, LeBron himself, he's still considered the face of the league. He still probably is one of the most well-known players still currently playing in the game. And I think maybe that's what they're paying for, rather than him actually getting out on the court and for what he's doing. But this is why I think that why the Lakers did not renew him, because I think that they're like, yeah, we're done. They got Luca now, as you say, Oh, Victim of Fate, he's also a Lakers fan too. And like you also say, you're a Luca fan. Now that Luca Doncic is there, like they don't have to focus on LeBron anymore. Yes, that's because they don't play defense. That is always an issue. Victim of Fate says, I'm from LA. I watch the Hornets because LaMelo Ball. Don't be surprised one day if you see LaMelo Ball there playing for the Lakers. I that was something that I also heard, isn't that far fetched. Like, how many years does LaMelo Ball have on his deal? Like, okay. Okay. Game is back now. I know I was busy talking to you guys there, but it's 36 for the Jazz, 24 for the Cavs. Looks like there was a foul going on that was reviewed. Utah challenger. Looks like Jazz didn't win the challenge. I've seen the replay of it. It doesn't look. I mean, it doesn't look like it's a foul. Like it's just straight up chest and body. Very strange. So Jazz still up by 12, 36 to 24. Looking at how the quarters start, Jazz is still doing pretty well. 11 minutes, only 1 minute to go. Victim of Fate says one day it'll happen. Yeah, I completely agree. Like, who knows? Maybe it's a situation like what's his name, Austin Reeves. Like he's due to either be a free agent this season. What if he got traded to the Hornets for LaMelo? You know, what if he's what if Austin Reeves is like, hey, I want my own team, a team where it's me, him and Knipple being uh the 1 and 2. We know AR-15 can play the point. All right, we got Mobley there with a 3. It's a miss on that one. Oh, now it's a drive for the basket for the Cavs. I don't know who that is. Who is that guy there? Number 35 for the Cavs. That's Tomlin there. Oh, and that's a 3. That's a 3 ball there by Lowry. Lowry there. Jazz up 41 to 28. You gotta love that. Mobley there, right there, backing down Svi Mihайлuk. Isaiah Collier there trying to get the block. Oh, that's a 3 there by Donovan Mitchell. Back in this game. Jazz 41, Cavs 31. Jazz only up by 10 right now. We got to watch out. Lowry there. Lowry there missing with the layup, but the Jazz are going to get the ball back. Oh, there is a guy who I did not think was actually on the bench. We got our draft pick for this year, Mr. Arias Ace Bailey is in the building. All right, Ace, it is time to show them what you can do. He's been out on injury, so let's take it easy on him. Let's not get too hard. The Ace is in the building, people. All right, Larry Markin in there with the ball. Passes it to Keontae George. Keontae, he's right there. He's making him dance. He's going around. Step back 2. It's a miss. Cavs there get the rebound, courtesy of Mobley. Now, who is that guy in number 5? Sam Merrill. And Donovan Mitchell there gets another 3. He's making the Jazz pay now. Cavs are really letting these 3s go. 41 to 34 right now. Jazz only up by 7. All right. Game is currently on break. All right. Comment there from Project Fortnite. Con and Reeves would be called the Brothers of Destruction with Zach Edey, future Wemby stopper. That would be kind of cool. I ain't even gonna lie. Austin Reeves and Con Knipple with I forget about that Zach Edey is also there as well. I know I think he's injured at the moment. Was it Zach Edey? But if you guys somehow was to make a play for him, that would be interesting. But listen, don't look down on Ryan Kalkbrenner. Like Kalkbrenner is like, he's another good one. I don't know who's better between the two, but it does feel like Ryan Kalkbrenner is a lot more like mobile. So you never know. You never know. Okay, let me see what's going on Twitter. Where is it? Oh, there we go. Okay, I'm trying to see if there's some comments there. At least, all right. So we got a comment there. Andy Lawson. If you didn't know, he's a Jazz's beat writer. Andy Lawson. I think he's with the Athletic. He goes on to say, this was only about 20 minutes ago. Now that the Jazz have found that Markkanen, Nurkic, and Mihailuk are healthy, they lead the Cavs 19-4. Come on, Andy. Come on, Andy. Come on, Andy. They've always been healthy. Like, okay, maybe Nurkic is one, but they've always been healthy. Like, it's humorous, funny that you could say that. We all know it was a tank job. The reason why they weren't playing. And let's be honest. All right, game looks like it's getting ready to come back on. They got a little video package there for Donovan Mitchell, and obviously former Jazz man right there. All right, it's here to say the stats with him as a Jazz. 5 years with the Jazz, averaged 23.9 points. He only played 5 years with the Jazz, and he already is the fourth time all time points per game with the Jazz. Wow. 36% from three, whilst with the Jazz as well. Like, not bad. Not bad at all. All right, Jazz right there swinging away to try to get that three, like playing really well there. All right, Ace Bailey looks like he is pretty healthy right now, but we're going to need him on defense and we're going to need him on offense. All right, there. Foul by Kevin Love. He fouls Mobley. Mobley's going to go to the line to shoot two. All right, Cavs just slowly coming back into this game. Like I'm shocked but not shocked, and I just hope by the end of this game, like I'm not frustrated. Like I do want the Jazz to get the win, but like I do understand, like it's the Cavs, they're a really good side. All right, Cavs getting both shots. Cavs 36, Jazz 41. Jazz are only up by 5 right now. It's a lead that's been really shaved down. Lowry once again being double teamed. He's going to go to the line again. And it's completely understandable. When you got a 7-foot guy that shoots like that, that is great. You got Mobley, and who else is this other guy here? There's Larry Nance as well, also getting on him. But Larry's going to go to the line to shoot one, I think, after making that shot. Victim of Fate says, y'all could have had Con. Yeah, and listen, he would have been great for the Jazz. Like, he really would. However, I would have said that even though I think that maybe we could do with an upgrade at the 2 guard, I think what would help the Jazz even more is at that 3 position. And that's something that Ace Bailey, from what I've seen so far, Ace Bailey has been, like really good. And I know a lot of people are, if you don't watch him a lot, then you won't see a lot of his value. But like he's been good. Like you could see the signs there. But Con looks ready made. Con doesn't even look like a rookie. Like he's been phenomenal, phenomenal. And I have to say, if he was with the Jazz right now, like they damn near would have to like stop playing him in games, because I think that if the Jazz do genuinely want to tank, he would go completely against that. Too good, too good, Con Knipple. Like he's somebody that he could be part of your core right now. But thank you very much for the comment there, Victim of Fate. All right, it is Cavs ball right now. 7.5 minutes to go. It's a three by Mobley. No, not by Mobley on that one. Who's the number 35 for the Cavs? That one, Tomlin this time again. Keontae George there gets fouled on the other end. He's going to go to the line to shoot two. Lead once again reduced to 5, but Keontae is going to go and shoot. He's about 90% from the free throw line this season, so very, very few times he misses. He might miss a free throw once every like 3 games. The last game he was awful. He makes this one. All right, Keontae George there making both free throws. He's got the Jazz up by 7 with 7 minutes to go. Oh, nice quick play there by the Cavs. Yeah, at that time, Darius Garland there getting a layup. 48 for the Jazz, 43 for the Cavs. Jazz still up by 5. We're going to need Keontae George to step. Oh, missed layup there by Yusuf Nurkic. Cavs get the ball. They're moving pretty quick now. Nice block there by Bryce Sensabaugh. What? Out of bounds. He catches the ball inbound. What are you talking about? That is crazy. Nevertheless, it's a turnover by the Jazz, and Cavs get the ball again. But again, Jazz are only up by 5. Like it's too close for my liking. 6.5 minutes left. There is a comment there in the chat. Bro, Colin Gillespie. I saw this guy this season when the Jazz faced the Suns. Oh my God. Colin Gillespie. Real good. Like, listen, I wasn't that like familiar with Colin Gillespie. I know, he kind of like is in and out of the G League, but Colin Gillespie like was on fire. And I'm glad, to see that the Phoenix Suns are proving a lot of people wrong, because they've been really good. Between him, Booker, and Grayson Allen, like they're a problem. All 3 of them shoot the 3 ball so well. So well. All right, looks like it's out of bounds. Looks like right now. Still going to be Cavs ball. Looks like a fan spilled something on the court. All right. Jared Allen there, top of the key. Passes it to Porter Jr.'s back in the game. Porter Jr. out there to Darius Garland. He's looking for Larry Nance. He's going to be step back 3. Yep, it's step back 3 by the Cavs. It's nothing but air on that one. And Jazz get get the ball again. Hopefully this time they could do something with it. Don't turn the ball over. Get a bucket. Keep the pressure on. And shout out to the 12 people there that are watching the stream. Really appreciate it. I think 12 is the most amount of people I've ever seen watching the stream before. So just want to say thank you very much. I really, really do appreciate it there. Ace Bailey getting his first bucket of the game. All right. We got Darius Garland there. He passed it to Porter Jr. Porter Jr. Oh, I thought it was going to be a three. And then Tyson comes to the layup. Nice little layup by Tyson. It's a miss. And Jazz get the ball up. Ball again. Jazz right there, up by 7. Bryce goes around the screen. Bryce there with a fadeaway. Come on, Bryce. No, Bryce doesn't get it. And you'd have thought that's like, Bryce is a good shooter. Bryce doesn't get anything on that. And that time it's a layup. I think that's by Tomlin again. Yeah, it is. Tomlin there gets another layup. Jazz there with the ball now. Nurkic there getting a layup. All right, lead restored back up to 7. Garland brings it up. We got exactly 5 minutes. All right, Garland out there. Pass it to Porter. Porter on the inside. Porter trying to look for Jared Allen for the cut. But looks like, I think, does it come off Nurkic where he tries to pass it? I think it comes off Nurkic. Yeah. Looks like as he's trying to like pass it for the cut, Nurkic like just hits his leg, just gets him on the thigh. Yeah, that's what it is. So it's still going to be Cavs ball. But it looks like we got Cody's in the game to give us some defensive support. I think it's the first time we've seen Cody and Ace Bailey in the game together to steal by Nurkic. Oh, Nurkic trying to set up Ace Bailey. Jazz get a turnover on that one. Come on, Ace. That was always going to be a tough one for Nurkic to try to thread that through. He really needed somebody to kind of, both people to kind of go out there on the baseline to go for that corner 3, or at least to go baseline and then cut in. All right, we got Tyson there with the ball. Bailey's on Tyson. He's got to watch out for the switch. All right, Keontae George there. Passes it out. Tyson there with a 3 on the other end. Tyson hits a 3. Tyson hits a 3. There with a 3 for him. He must be on at least, maybe 9 points now. I'll check all of the stats at halftime and then for you guys to see. Cody right there with a turnover, trying to pass it to Ace Bailey on the other side. It's a 3 by the Cavs. It's a miss. All right, Jazz get the ball back. Oh, that was a lot. That's an offensive foul by Cody on Sam Merrill. But Cody got up high, boy. Look at it. Cody's. Oh, I hope Cody's okay. He actually gets up from the free throw line. Like, he looked like he could have dunked that from the free throw line, Cody. All right, Donovan Mitchell looks like he's coming back into the game. Svi Mihailuk is coming back into the game as well. Ace Bailey has gone out. You could tell that, coming back from this injury just hasn't been good for him. It's a 3 there. I think that was by Sam Merrill that time. That lead has been absolutely eroded right now. Cavs right there. This is, you know what? I'll wait until halftime to talk about it because I already see what the issue is. All right, Cody Williams getting a bucket there. Hold on. They ruled it out. There must have been a foul. I think there was a foul before the Cody Williams got the bucket in, so they ruled it out. Jazz still up by 1, but it is Cavs ball now. Donovan Mitchell has the ball. Donovan Mitchell out there to Mobley. Sam Merrill has the ball. Svi Mihailuk, come on now. Don't let him go around with the screen. Is that a turnover or is... Oh, it's a technical foul. Looks like Lowry fouls him. And Donovan Mitchell's going to go to the line for the technical foul. We got 3 minutes left there in the second quarter between the Cavs and the Jazz. All right. Donovan Mitchell makes the bucket. So game is now tied 52-52. Will Hardy's on the sideline. He is silently fuming. Shakes his head. Where was the shaking the head in the last game? Like, I put up a YouTube short with a clip of the words that he used when we got beat 50 by the Mavs. And he, like, the line he used in that, I can't really set on that, but you can go check out the YouTube short, where he called the performance a masterclass in dog. And that was how I described the Hornets game. It's a 3 by the Jazz. So, oh no, that goes out. That goes out. No, maybe not. I think the Jazz are going to get the ball back. Cavs are up by 2, 54-52 right now. 2.5 minutes to go. Oh my God, they call a foul on Bryce. Come on. What has he done? Like, I don't even think he was in the game for that long, Bryce. Who was he fouling? Oh, did he foul Garland? Is that why Garland went out? Like, yeah, looks like he fouled Garland. And Cleveland are in the bonus, so they get the free throws. All right, Darius Garland makes the first shot. Makes the second one. Cavs 56, Jazz 52. All right, it is Jazz ball now. Isaiah Collier is in the game. He replaces Keontae George. And Isaiah out there. It's a 3 by the Jazz. It's a missed 3, that time by Bryce Sensabaugh. Evan Mobley there. Gallops down the court. Evan Mobley. No. Lowry gets the rebound, though. Lowry is playing with it just with vigor that I haven't seen in a while. Lowry gets the bucket. Donovan Mitchell right there has the ball. He passes to Garland to Sam Merrill. Merrill back to Garland. Garland there to Merrill. Merrill with a 3. It's a miss. That's a good miss. Come on, Jazz. We got 90 seconds to go in the second quarter. Isaiah Collier there. Oh, that's got to be a foul. Yes, it is. Ends up being a foul there on Isaiah Collier by Sam Merrill. Sam Merrill with his 3rd foul. It's still going to be Jazz ball right there. We got Tyson coming in the game. Sam Merrill going out. Understandable because they don't want him to rack up fouls, and we haven't even reached the 4th quarter yet. Isaiah Collier has the ball from the inbound pass. Isaiah's got to do something. Passes it to Nurkic. Cody Williams has got it. Cody looking confident out there. Pass it to Isaiah. Isaiah put on the Jets. But Isaiah tries to pass it there to the corner to Bryce. And the ball goes out off the Cavs. It's still going to be Jazz ball. But we got 2.3 seconds. So literally, it's just going to be pass and shoot. Lowry with a 3. That's a miss. Cavs get the ball. Evan Mobley's coming down the court like a gazelle. Pass it to Tyson with a 3. And the Jazz. We're really going to talk about what the Jazz have done wrong at halftime, where we could go through all the stats, because I've already taken a peek at what's going on. And I can see the problems. Cavs are on a 14-2 run, just to kind of, let you know, what the situation is. Jazz there with another miss by 3. That time by Cody Williams. Donovan Mitchell has the ball. Oh, Donovan Mitchell pass there to Garland. Garland right there. He's making Lowry dance right there with all the dribbles. And that's a missed three by the Cavs. The Jazz really just need to drive to the basket, man. They need to just stop. We got 20 seconds to go. Some of you might be just a little bit ahead of me based on how things are, but right now it is 54 for the Jazz, 59 for the Cavs. Isaiah Collier right there trying to play bully ball style. Doesn't work. They don't call anything on that. Garland there with a three. Garland hits a three. Cavs fans erupt. Cavs down by 8. It's not the position that we wanted to be, and we got to talk on the reasons why this is going on right now, because it is perfectly apparent on the reason why this is. Give me 1 sec, and then we could really start looking at things, because I already, I've seen it. I could already see why it is what it is. I've got a couple of comments there in the chat. Okay, before I go into it, I'll answer these couple of questions there by Fortnite. Says, do you think Adam Silver changed the 65 game minimum for player accolades in lieu of LeBron's digression to preserve his legacy? Oh, do I think that he has? No, has he? I haven't heard anything about that, but I don't think that they would do that. I think eventually it's going to have to go the 65 game minimum. At least for some of the awards. For stuff like MVPs, like, I think that there should be a minimum. I just don't think it should be 65 games. That's what it is. Like, I think it should be 41. I think you should play at least half of the season, 41 games, before you should even be eligible to any type of award, except for the scoring title, where there should be no eligibility, because that is literally based off of just numbers. Like, how much have you scored? And if there is someone, if there's a player out there who, let's just say, for all fun sakes, there's a player out there who played 41 games and he got, I don't know, let's say he got the most amount of points, but there's somebody who played 70 games and, just fell short behind them by like 100 points. Like, why should he get it when it's like, yeah, he played more games, but he clearly wasn't better than the other guy who only played half the season? Like, it's like, that's how it should go. I get the reason why they're doing it, and it was to stop players resting, because they know that when a lot of people vote, they don't really factor that in. But that's a systematic issue that's wrong with the NBA, and that's because a lot of the times they remove the sporting side of it, and they don't think about the sporting side of it, and it's just all about the logistical side and about what they think. Former NBA player Danny Green told Luka he used to hit half court shots with LeBron, not for money but for dignity. I could believe that. But unfortunately, things are different now. Like Michael Jordan talked about this, like, years ago. He talked about the fact that, like, they reward players way too quick before they've really done anything in the game. Like, he talked about how, like, himself and guys like he played with, Charles Barkley, those, like, they had to earn the right to make that kind of money, whilst now they give them the money straight away. So when it comes to the accolades part, unless it's something that they were really passionate with, like, a lot of times, like, they don't care. So I could completely understand that. Let me share my screen. We got to talk about this game, because there's a clear reason why this game is the way how it is. And you just look at the second quarter and why that is. The first quarter, the Jazz won 34-22. They won that one. The second quarter, they allowed the Cleveland Cavaliers to score 40 points. That's a sin. You don't do that. 40-point line, and I get it. It's the Cleveland Cavaliers, and there's a lot of things that are the reason why the Cavs scored 40, which we're going to take a look at in a second. but 40 points is too much. And the Jazz only scored 20. 20. Now, I don't have the breakdown in terms of like who scored what in terms of the quarter, but this is how it looks like for the half. Lowry's there is on 16, 5 and 9. Like Lowry's been great. Like if I'm looking at the eye test, Lowry Marketing has been our best player in this game. He is playing with a vigor and intensity that you want. And being a former Cavs player with the way how like they kind of did him, you could understand why completely. Field goal percentage is pretty good. Well, over 50%. Well, I know he's only taken 3 threes, so I can't really judge him that much there. But free throws are real good. 7 rebounds, 1 assist. He had that block as well. 1 block, 1 steal, only 1 turnover. Like he's playing really good. And even though his plus minus is at -1, like he's been the best player for the Jazz. Keontae George hasn't been great. He's not been the Keontae George that we've seen this season. 7 points in 16 minutes is respectable, and he is moving the ball pretty well. But like, we need more from him. I know he's created, and maybe he's been told that's his task for today's game. But we need lights out Keontae. We need Keontae there that's hitting down shots. But 7 points in 16 minutes like isn't bad at all. But we really need Keontae there to kind of average his. We need him to get his average. And his average so far this season has been 23, 24 points. And he's not on target to hit that. He's on target to hit 14. And that isn't good enough. 14 points in this game. Like, we need more from Keontae on that respective. I like what Cody's given us. The 1 of 5, that's poor. The 1 of 4, that's poor from Cody. But I do like all the defensive work that he's given us. Yusuf Nurkic, he's at a Nurkic type of game, but 2 out of 8, just again, not clinical from the guys. Svi Mykhailiuk has been all right as well. From the bench, I haven't I've noticed the guys obviously because they've been there, but I can't tell you who I'm like, oh yeah, I was like, yeah, that's the guy off the bench. Now Kevin Love was pretty decent. But yeah, there's no one that really stands out at the moment there that's from the bench, which isn't good. Obviously, the things that stand out, that -12 from Bryce Sensabaugh, you would expect more from Bryce. 1 out of 5 is poor from Bryce. That's not good enough from Bryce. Like, we need more than that. And when you look at it right there, 45% from the field, 41% from 3, and 85% from the free throw line. They all look good, but we could see that there's guys that is not clinical. Cody isn't clinical. Yusuf Nurkic isn't clinical. Bryce or why isn't clinical. So those are the reasons why we're missing, and we need more from Keontae George. For the Cavs, it's their 3 ball. I don't even have to look at what's going on down here. I'm not even looking. I'm just looking directly at you. It's a 3 ball that's improved. And that 45%, when we first looked at it, in the first quarter, they were like 23%. That's what's changed from the Cavs. 45% from 3. That is very good. 10 out of 22. That's fantastic. 100% from the free throw line, and they're almost 50% from field goal range. Like, that is great. Donovan Mitchell has got to be that guy. Yes, 15 minutes, 14 points. Like, you can see here, clinical, 50%, 75% here from 3. 50% there for Darius Garland, 50% here from 3. Like, great from 3-point range. Again, you got guys that are coming up off the bench. Tyson and Porter, I think played pretty well. Sam Merrill, I think, has been pretty decent there too. 40% from the field. Could improve there a bit, but they're playing really well, and more importantly, they're playing good defense as well, consistently. From minute 1, they were playing good defense from the perimeter. They're playing good defense and stopping the Jazz from getting in the paint. So that's what's really kind of led to them winning this game. But Jazz have got to turn it up a notch. We got to play some good defense, and we have to be more clinical. And if we do that, then we have a chance. But at least, we're not down by 40. So I love this game, in comparison to the last game. So that's where I'm really liking it. Okay, well, I'm gonna take a bit of a break. But yeah, I will see you guys before the game is back. I shouldn't be too long, but yeah, and we'll get forward to the second half of the game. Okay, we're back. Let me stop sharing the screen and we get back to our regularly scheduled program. There's a quick bucket there by the Cavs. And the Jazz come back on the other end and drop a three. I got to give some cheering for that one. Jazz down by 7. It's 57 for the Jazz, 64 for the Cavs. Make that 57 for the Jazz, 66 for the Cavs. That time, Donovan Mitchell right there getting a bucket there over Keontae George. Keontae George quickly on the other end. He drives to give the Jazz another couple of points right there. And Cody that time fouling Darius Garland. That's a decent one there for Cody. Yeah, Darius Garland's going to make these all day. There's a little bit of interaction there between Will Hardy and Donovan Mitchell about the game. Secretly, Will Hardy's probably saying, "Hey, you want to come back? You want to come back? You want to come back? Hey, we will take him at the Jazz again. Be like, welcome home, Donovan Mitchell. You know, he's got a fiance now. Utah's a great place, from what I hear, to kind of raise a family." And there's another 3-ball by the Jazz, that time by Keontae George. It is a major key alert, people. And Keontae George is here. Donovan Mitchell, goes for a bucket, misses. Jazz get the rebound. Jazz just down by 6. Keontae George right there. He's got Sam Merrill there that's on him. Comes in with a floater, gets a floater on that one. Oh, Keontae must have heard the words that I was saying, because Keontae is being super aggressive. I'm like, yep, that is the Keontae George we need right now. Oh, it's a block by Nurkic. Nice block by Nurkic on Garland. That is what we needed. All right, Keontae George with the ball now. Jazz down by 4, 64-68. We really just need to win this third quarter. We win that, puts us in a great position to come out and win this game. Cody Williams with a 3. Oh, wow. Wow. Cody Williams drops a 3. Good for him, because he was 1 out of 8 from 3-point line in the first half. But then quickly on the other end, Mobley there gets a bucket. Nice little hook shot there over Nurkic. So Jazz are down by 3. But that's cool. That's absolutely fine. Lowry with a 3. Lowry hits a 3. Game is level, people. 9 minutes. Dead on. Dead on. There we go for the Jazz. 70-70. Jazz couldn't have started this quarter any better. Any better for the Jazz. I love it. Okay, looks like it's going to be a bit of a break, or at least a timeout there by the Cavs, and completely understandable. And it's not like they played badly. It's just that the Jazz have just come out and just been like, "Yup, we're coming for this." Well, they're doing some type of entertainment crap for the fans there. It's in the stadium. I don't know. What are they giving out? Free T-shirts? Like, what is this? Oh, she can give me a free T-shirt anytime. Yeah, they're giving out free T-shirts. Okay, all right. Let me go see what Twitter's saying, because I know I can't resist Anything that Twitter's going to come out and tell me. What is Twitter saying? All right, we got Andy Lawson again. Cavs, he said about 20 minutes ago. Cavs are up 62-54 at the half. Jazz started the game 21-4, but have turned the ball over way too often since. They have 14 first half turnovers. That's bad. That is bad. Yeah, 14 turnovers. Cavs only had 9. But yeah, 14 turnovers would do it. Oh, what is going on now? Come on now. All right. Looks like game is coming back after that little bit of break there. Still going to be Cavs ball, though. Both teams 70-70. We got just under 9 minutes to go. This game is flying by. I can tell you that right now. Mobley with a 3. Mobley hits a 3. That's too easy. He's not known to be a three-point shooter, but he's out here dropping dimes. All right, Lowry there. He's got the ball now. He's got Jared Allen there that's on him. He passes the Key. It's a major key alert. Key gets past Sam Merrill to Cody. Cody with a dunk. That is nice. Cody there getting some points. We got to watch out for that cut by Sam Merrill. Keontae George missing there. Come on, man. Even I saw that one. All right, Cody Williams right there driving. Cody Williams passes to Nurkic. Who passes to Svi Mykhailiuk with an open 3. I thought he would have gotten that one. That was a nice little play there between Keontae and Cody, but turnover by the Jazz, and it's going to be Cavs ball. It's a 3 by Donovan Mitchell. Oh, it's a miss, though. Jazz get the ball back, and Jazz at least get to reset. Can they take the lead? This game is getting very close. I like that prediction that was put into the chat at the beginning of the game by Victim of Fate. He predicted the Jazz would win by 8. And that's, I think, it's very close to what it's going to be. Except I want it to be a Jazz win in relegation. In relegation time. I do not want this going overtime. No way. All right, Lowry goes to the line to shoot 2. He does make the first bucket. Now he's about to go shoot the second. Misses the second one, though. All right, that's fine. All right, Donovan Mitchell with the ball now. He brings it up the court. Passes it to Evan Mobley. Mobley there to Merrill. Sam Merrill with a 3. That looks, oh, wow. That was sweet. Sam Merrill dropped the 3. Cavs up by 3. Keontae George. No, come on. Look how long that Keontae George with a turnover. That ball was just like, no. Keontae George literally is on the other side of the court, and it's just one of those over-the-top passes that he tries to pass it to. And I'm like, do you not see who you have to get that ball past? You got to get that ball past Mobley. Yusuf Nurkic hits a 3. There we go, Nurkic. That's what we need. More clinicalness. There we go. Jazz 76. Cavs 76. I think that's a foul there by Cody. Cody's going to... Oh, never mind. I think it's going to be side out. I thought it was going to be some free throws for the Cavs. All right, we got a couple of changes, though. Bryce Sensabaugh coming into the game. Sui Mihailuk coming out, understandably. Sui Mihailuk, again, I think playing some really good defense. All right, Jared Allen, good play there by the Cavs. Unfortunately, they didn't get the bucket there, but the Jazz playing some pretty good defense. That Lowry-Yusuf Nurkic combo in the middle of the paint, stopping that bucket there. It's another turnover there by the Jazz. And ball goes back to the Cavs. Jazz not been able to kind of do anything in the paint. All right, Darius Garland there. Garland out there. Oh, Bryce almost getting the steal on that one. I think that's Larry Nance Jr. Very close to he was aiming for. Lowry's coming out the game. That's not good. He's not injured. Just a bit of substitution there. Filipowski's coming in for him. Like, okay, we need Flip to turn it on right now. We need mid-range and we need... Oh, that's a nice block there by Nurkic. There we go. Watch out, Keontae. Someone's behind you. I think Keontae there gets the bucket. Jazz take the lead, 78-76. Porter there with the ball on the other side. Pass it to Garland. It's another steal by the Jazz, courtesy of Keontae. I think it was Cody that ended up getting an arm on it for the block, but Keontae's going to go to the line to shoot too. Jazz starting to turn things around. That is... nice bit of play by the Utah Jazz right now. All right. All right, Keontae there gets his first one in. I think that puts him now at 17 points, getting very close to his average. I said at halftime, this is what we need from Keontae. We need him to at least be at his average. Well, he was at, what, 7 at halftime? Yeah, like we can't be having him getting any, like, 14 points. Yusuf Nurkic coming out the game for some rest. So good thing for him. Yeah, we definitely needed him. Like his rim protection has been fantastic in this game. Now we don't really have that. Kevin Love and Filipowski are there, and we got to watch out for Filipowski right there. Jared Allen, you could see that just holds him in place just in the paint there. Filipowski's got to do better and like putting like that right leg, just putting that like over like Jared Allen to get in front of him, because Jared Allen just stands right in front of him and there's literally nothing he could do, like nothing. But like we definitely need he's got to figure that out defensively. All right, Jared Allen there gets a bucket over Kevin Love. All right, Kevin Love there gets the ball from Flip. And Keontae George there with the ball now. Keontae out. Oh, no, what is going on? No, don't do this to me now. Oh. I'm having internet issues, people. Forgive me. If this happens, I'll have to wait for the break to change things over. All right, looks like that was a miss on that one. But then, as I was out for those short bit of break, Keontae George hits a three. Jazz up 83-80, 4.5 minutes to go. Oh, it's a miss there by the Cavs. All right. Jazz ball. Keontae George out there. Keontae there driving. Oh, that's a block. That's a block there by Jared Allen, and you could tell it was a bit of a travel as well. But I don't think that they're going to call the travel. I think they're just going to call the foul. Keontae George. Keontae George is looking like a real star, man. Like you gotta say that. Like all the times, like this season, except for the last game, like he's really kind of stepped up and taken over and done exactly what we as fans needed him to do, and it's I guess done more than at the very least from what we saw last season. But he's Lowry's on the bench getting some rest, and he's bought the Jazz with a 4-point lead right now, and I I'll take that. Cody Williams coming out the game. He's gonna go get some rest right now. I'm assuming Ace Bailey's gonna be coming in for him. No, sorry, Bryce Sensabaugh is gonna come in. So right now we got Sensabaugh. We got that's an open three by Larry Nance Jr., but it's a miss. But then Mobley gets on. We really need some rim protection. How is Mobley there getting the offensive rebound and getting the dunk? Keontae with a three. Isaiah Collier there gets the rebound after that miss. Bryce Sensabaugh with the layup. Nice one there, Bryce. Bryce there getting a bucket there in traffic with Mobley as well. I'm loving that. Donovan Mitchell right there, out there to the perimeter. Jazz doing really well. Filipowski out there showing that he could defend on the perimeter. But again, things just crumbled down just a little bit on the inside with Kevin Love. Those 38-year-old bones just can't be able to move laterally enough. I understand, Kevin. I understand. Three by K-Love. That's a miss. Jazz up by 3, 87-84. We got exactly 3 minutes to go. Then we got Tomlin out there to Mobley. Mobley getting an easy dunk. It's too easy for Mobley. Like, there's no rim protection out there. Boy, we miss Walker Kessler. Jazz only up by 1 right now, 87-86. We got 2 minutes, 40 seconds to go. All right, Keontae George, he's got the ball now. Keontae drives to the basket. Also blocked by Mobley. Jazz have got to do better on that. Bryce Sensabaugh there, run down the court, gets the ball back. Jazz have to watch out for the backcourt violation, Isaiah. He just manages to. All right. Keontae George now has the ball again. We got to watch out. Screen set. Oh, wow. That's got to be a foul. That's got to be a foul on Evan Mobley. On Isaiah. Isaiah goes flying. Isaiah runs like full pelt and just smack bang hits a wall known as Evan Mobley. But it's going to be a timeout. Jazz ball. 2 minutes, 10 seconds to go. Jazz lead 87-86. I need to take a quick break. I need to change the camera battery on this. I see it's flashing red. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on. I'll be right back, but literally I should be no longer than about 90 seconds. Okay. All right. I'm back. Game isn't quite back just yet. And as I said, game is coming back right now. Okay. I think it's still going to be Jazz ball right now. They haven't quite started just yet. It looks like Keontae's coming out. Yeah, he's going to need a rest. Surprised we haven't seen Walter Clayton in there. Bryce has been in there as well. Just tells you. You've only seen Ace Bailey for like a smidget, but he doesn't look like he's all that ready. All right, Isaiah Collier is in the game. He gets the ball now. Isaiah out there to Kevin Love. Isaiah right there. Oh, Isaiah, they're getting fouled. Are they going to call? They don't call anything on Isaiah. Looks like it's a 24-second shot clock violation. They call on Isaiah. Probably should have been a foul. Either way, you live and learn. All right. Cavs there with the ball now. Some good battle between Mobley and Isaiah. How is it that Isaiah Collier, 6 foot, 3 Isaiah Collier is really doing the business on Evan Mobley, who's a center? Like Isaiah Collier is just a bulldog just down there. Like, he's been great. What is going on now? I gotta change my battery again. I'll be right back. Right back. Okay. What is going on? My TV's all messed up right now. Okay. I just gotta do this. Give me 1 sec, guys. I'm having some internet issues. All right, there we go. All right, Jazz up 87-86. 45 seconds to go. Cavs ball. Jazz up by 1. Evan Mobley there. Passes it to Larry Nance. That's too easy. Yep, Jazz get the ball back. Nice one. Rebound there by Filipowski. And Isaiah Collier is going to bring the ball up. We got 25 seconds to go. Isaiah Collier has the ball. Isaiah there. Isaiah out to Kevin Love with a 3. Kevin Love hits a 3. There we go. Kevin Love putting the Jazz up by 4. And we got 9 seconds left. Cavs are getting the last shot of the game, of the quarter. Donovan Mitchell there with a miss. Kevin Love there with a long 3. Oh, my God, he almost nailed it. Oh, wow. Kevin Love almost nailed the 3. So far out. Jazz in the quarter 90-86. And the quarter is done. This game is flying by. I will say that. Flying by right now. Now we can look at what's going on for the quarter now. So I'll share my screen again. This time I won't go into the ESPN one until the end of game, but I will use the Google one. So let me show you guys this. Okay, so this is what it looks like, right? So this is the breakdown of quarter, right? Jazz win the first quarter, they lose the second quarter, but they win the third quarter, which is what I kept saying, like, that's what we needed. We needed to go out there and win the third quarter. 36-24. Jazz are up by 4. Great. Now we really need to kind of either be level with the Cavs for the fourth quarter or, win the fourth quarter, and then we're done. Then we win the game. Both teams are similar field goal percentage. Like, you could feel that watching the game. 3-point shot, Jazz are at 50%. Like, that's where the Jazz have to be in order to beat the Cavs. 50% from 3. Remember, at halftime, we said the Cavs were damn near close to 50% from 3. Like, they were really, really good from 3. And that's something that they're very close to there as well. I mean, if they just scored 2 more threes, they'd be at 50%. So, like, this game is very close. Too close to call. Jazz there, 84% from free throw. Very good. Compared to the last game where I think we was at like 60%. Super poor. Rebounds. Remember at the beginning of the game, we talked about Jazz are very good at rebounding. I think first quarter we had like 16. Jazz have 30 rebounds. 30. Playing very well in defensive end. 24 assists. Cavs got 26. Still pretty good. The 16 assists, 16 turnovers, that's bad. Like, yes, Cavs also have some turnovers as well. And that's something that both teams probably have to watch out. The more they go into near the end of the season, probably more so for the Cavs because they're going to be in the running for the playoffs. But yeah. All right. So, game is about to come back on right now. And we are going to watch these last 12 minutes and see whether the Jazz can hang on to a win. Lowry marketing there, trying to go for a layup, but a miss. And Evan Mobley there gets the rebound. Donovan Mitchell there, I think he's turned on the afterburners on. Sam Merrill with a 3. That's right, Sam Merrill hits a 3. That's what I'm saying. This game is so close. Just a couple of threes and the Cavs could come back into the game, and they just hit one of them. Jazz are only now up by 1, 90-89. Svi Mykhailiuk with a 3. Svi Mykhailiuk hits a 3. There we go, Svi. That's what we needed right now. All right, Mobley there with the ball now. Pass it to Sam Merrill again with a 3. That's a miss. Lowry getting a rebound. Larry Marketing must be on at least a double-double right now. Isaiah Collier's got the ball. Isaiah passing it out. Svi Mykhailiuk there with another 3. Svi Mykhailiuk hits a 3. Svi Mykhailiuk hits a 3. There we go. Svi Mykhailiuk has a plus 17 right now. 11 points, 3 assists. He's been very well. Evan Mobley there with the 3. That's a miss. Isaiah Collier, is he going to put the afterburners on? Yes, he does. Isaiah gets a layup. There we go, Isaiah. And I love that Isaiah there running back on defense. Oh, it's a 3 by the Cavs. Oh, that's a 3. Here we go. It is 3, baby. Oh, that time Donovan Mitchell right there hitting the 3. Are we going to get a 3 on the other end? Or should I stop this chain? I probably got to stop the cheering right now. I'll stop it. But Kevin Love has got the ball now. Filipowski, haven't seen much of him. Filipowski right there getting to the basket. Filipowski, that's got to be a foul though on Filipowski. All right, there's a comment there in the chat. They're just showing replays from the Isaiah Collier. Started out like a lion stalking a gazelle and then just ran at Evan Mobley. Yet victim of fate, yet splash. That is all that's happened. It's another 3. That time by Kevin Love. It is splash mania, baby. That is what I'm talking about. Jazz are turning it up. Jazz are on an 11-3 lead. Oh, Sam Merrill, they're getting a bucket. Are they going to count it? Yeah, they are. He gets a 2, and he's going to go to the line to shoot. I think Ace Bailey is also coming back into this game as well. He's going to get some time. Project Fortnite says, do I think Evan Mobley and Lowry should have been all-star big men? Yes. Yeah. I rate both players. I think both are real good. Evan Mobley, I expect. I need to check what like the All-Star rankings are this week. But Evan Mobley is the type of guy that should be an All-Star. Same thing with Lowry Market in there, man. 7-foot guy that can shoot the way how he does. Unfortunately, there's a lot of bias because he plays in Utah. A lot of the people just don't get an opportunity to see Utah Jazz games. That's why you have to hope channels like mine could help show how good these guys are. Because trust me, like Lowry is so good. So good. 7-foot guy that can shoot. He could do a little bit of passing, rebounds, and blocks. And is easily capable of getting 25. Like last season, the reason, honestly, the last season, one reason why he wasn't able to put up the numbers was just it's because of the Jazz. The Jazz and the constant tanking, looking for draft picks, but which unfortunately has done him a disservice. But at the same time, he kind of signed up for it. That's a three by the Cavs, but they miss. And that time, Ace Bailey getting the rebound. And then for like Evan Mobley, such a good player, Evan Mobley. Like for me, he's the defensive version of Lowry. Like, yeah, he can shoot the three, but that's not really like he's added it, but he's not that great at it. Isaiah Collier there with the three. Ace Bailey getting the layup, passes it to Kevin Love there in the paint. Ace Bailey's so long. Brilliant on the rebounds on that one. Donovan Mitchell there with a three. He misses. Oh, man, I think that's going to be 3 free throws. Was that Isaiah? Call it. Was that Isaiah with the foul? All right. There is a comment there in the chat. Victor Buffett says, Larry is like Paul Gasol, but more athletic. Yeah. Yeah. And especially as he gets older, because as Larry gets older, like, you know, his knees are eventually going to go like guys like that. Like they don't have like super long careers. They don't tend to be that athletic like over time as they start getting into their 30s. So he's going to be one of those guys that eventually, like he could have a long career, but he'll go from playing what he's playing now in between the small forward and power forward to really end up playing the power forward to the center. That's probably what's going to end up happening in his career, in my opinion. So I could see that like when he's older, like 34, 35, like he'll just be more of a Pau Gasol type of guy. So I actually think that's a great comment there, Victor Mafate. Okay, we got Tomlin checking back in. Jarrett Allen's come back into the game. Good to see him. We got Jalen Tyson's in the game. Still got Sam Merrill and still got Darius Garland. We got Keontae George is back into the game as well, and Lowry's going to go out. So now Keontae George is going to... Isaiah Collier with a three. That's a miss. And the rebound bound by Tomlin. And Darius Garland, he has the ball now. Passes it to Tomlin, to Darius Garland there. Got to watch out for the pick and roll. We got to watch out for the nice foul there by Yusuf Nurkic. Fouls Jarrett Allen so that he doesn't get the easy couple of points. Victor Maffei also goes on to say they got that 10-point lead back. Let's make that a 20-point lead. Now, I hope so. I hope so. Like, really and truly, like, the reason why that was is just because of just a few misses there from the Cavs, but it really came because of the Jazz shooting that three ball really well. Like, that's what's led them to this lead. And they're kind of maintaining it through getting to the basket. and occasionally hitting some more threes. But I think as long as we stop the turnovers, I think like we should be good. All right, Jared Allen getting in those couple of points there from the free throw line. Jazz are up by 7 right now. Victim of Fate says this one might be a close one though. Yep, it will be. And I think that it's gonna go like you got two guys on both sides that are closers. Keontae George versus Donovan Mitchell, who is a bona fide closer, who can shoot that three ball and shoot them when it's need to be. There's Darius Garland there, which attempting with a three. He misses and it goes out of bounds, but this game easily is going to be a close one. I expect this to be like somewhat close, especially in the last 2 minutes of the game. But I also at the same time wouldn't be surprised if the Jazz end up winning by like 7-8, something similar to as like you kind of called it. Like right now it's 106-99. Keontae George getting a bucket there. Little drive to the basket. No, there's no stopping, no defense there from the Cavs. Maybe they're getting tired. Because before they were picking us up full court, half court, and at the very least they were stopping us from driving. Porter Jr. out there to Jared Allen. Jared Allen there with a miss. Nurkic there gets the bucket. Jazz again capitalizing on these misses. Jazz up by 9 right now. Keontae George out there to Isaiah Collier. Isaiah's got to drive. Isaiah out to Ace Bailey with a 3. Ace Bailey misses with a 3. He gets nothing but backboard on that one. All right, Garland right there. He's got Isaiah. Nice defense there, but Isaiah there getting a rebound on that one. Jazz playing some great defense. S. Dot says he's got money on the Jazz right now. That is the fantastic option for you. Oh, and as I say that, Darius Garland hits a 3. Oh, man. Darius Garland hits a 3. Jazz only up by 6. S. Dot, I hope you win. I hope you make your money, man. And in return, I hope the Jazz win this game. But on the other end, the Jazz just get another set of points, courtesy by Yusuf Nurkic. Jazz still up by 8. So they're maintaining this really, really well. This is a good scoreline right now. We got just 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes, I think 20 to go in this game. So things are moving real, real nicely there for the Jazz. This is going to be a close. I think my man Victim of Fate was right. This is going to be a close game. Like, you can feel it. But right now, I do think. Yep, 104, 112. But to be honest, like, I think that difference, like, I could see that being the difference. You know, that 8-point difference, like, I could see the Jazz winning this game by 8. But I could see it, like, going super close. It goes close, and then the Jazz kind of break away until the end. So, like, maybe in the end, maybe it's like 128 to 120. That's what I could see for this game. S. Dot goes on to say, Jazz money line right now for 1K. Sorry, what? Sorry, hold on. Okay, S. Dot, I need you to explain this, right? What does that mean? Is it mean that you have a chance to win 1K? I hope you didn't put 1K down. Guys, like, I need you guys to calm down on the gambling, man. Like, I hope that means that you have a chance to win 1K if the Jazz win. Because then I'm all up for you. Like, that's great. But, dude, if you put down 1K for the Jazz to win, I need you to pull out right now. Right now. Like, don't do it to yourself. Don't do it. But if you put down like $100 and it's like, I don't know what the odds are, and you have a chance to win 1K, then I think you're going to get it. Because I could feel a Jazz win right now. The Jazz need this win. Not only do they need this win for the players, but they need this for the fans. Because if you didn't know S. Dot, the way how the Jazz performed the last game round, trust me, fans are annoyed. And I know there are some fans that are like, why are they annoyed? Why are they annoyed? Like, we wanted to lose games because we believe in tanking. Like, I don't personally. But there are fans out there that want to see their team come out, give 100%, and try to win a game. And if they lose, they lose. But they win, we should celebrate wins, man, because that's what we're trying to create. We're trying to create a winning culture. All right, looks like game's getting ready to start right now. They're still showing some of the video packages from before on Kevin Love returning to Cleveland. He's been great out of this game. He's got 11 points, 3 rebounds. The Jazz are really using him this season. I think a lot of people probably would have expected him just to sit on someone's bench and, maybe occasionally come out and give you some garbage time minutes, but he's getting some time there for the Jazz. All right, Mobley there with a miss. Jazz get the ball back. And we got exactly 5 minutes to go with the ball. Jazz there with the ball now. Ball goes into Lowry. Lowry out there to Bryce Sensabaugh with a 3. That one misses a miss. Ace Bailey gets the rebound. Nice one there for Ace for the hard work. Offensively, he hasn't been there. But Ace Bailey right there gets the rebound. Working hard for the Ace Bailey gets another bucket. Nice one there by Ace Bailey. Bro, hey, listen, Ace Bailey worked hard on that play. Worked hard on that play. Ball goes is going to go out because of the Bryce Sensabaugh. He gets the ball, gives the Jazz a second chance opportunity, and then asks Bryce Sensabaugh to set him up via Yusuf Nurkic and gets the bucket. Even the bench is cheering for him. He definitely deserves that. All right. We did have a comment there in the chat. S. Dot has responded because I need to know what is going on. Dude, I don't gamble. I don't gamble at all. You sound like my cousin. No risk, no reward. But I bet to win 1K, but I love the underdogs. Bad games or not, bet on the Kings last night, and they were on a losing streak for an easy 500. Wow. Well, I could tell you this. I think you're going to get your 1K. I think you're going to get your 1K. Right now, it's 112 to 104. Keontae George just tried to go out for a basket. He's going to go to the line to shoot 2. But I think you're going to get your 1K. I really do. I have that belief right now. I think the Jazz are playing really, really well. The momentum is in their favor, and they've got a significant lead. They got like an 8-point lead, which could go up to 10. Then we got Project Fortnite says, if you bet 5,000 Canadian dollars to the Lakers to win 11 to 15, you can win 30,000. Boy, that ain't happening. That ain't win. I'm not doing that. Nah. It's not happening. Listen, man. I'm like S. I'm like S. cousin. S. here who says I sound like his cousin. I'm Mr. Safety. I'm like, I need to hold on to my money, man. Like, things aren't doing good. Like I'm trying to keep the money in. I'm not trying to just like spend it, but I get it. I get it. I got family members who like to bet, but like, nah, occasionally I'll go to the casino, play some blackjack or some Texas Hold'em poker, but no, I'm not about that big living, that large risky life. So but I know a lot of people in, and I know that's what sports are on now. So hey, I hope you win. I think you're gonna win this one. I hope you're gonna get that 1,000. I'm assuming you're in the US, so US dollars. So I do think you're going to get that because right now the Jazz are up by 10, 114 to 104. We got like 3.5 minutes to go. And Victim of Fate says, I'll be watching that Hornets versus Clippers match up today too. Ooh, Hornets Clippers. That might be an interesting one. I think I'm going to go with the Hornets. I think that Hornets team is really deep. Like from what I saw from the beating that we got a couple of days ago by the Charlotte Hornets, if that Hornets team could do what they do, play some good defense, like that Hornets team has enough talent and depth that they should be fine. Um, all they have to do is put somebody on Kawhi, like to literally specifically to mark him and defend on him. And if all they have to do is slow him down, they don't need to stop him. If they slow him down, they should be good. But I might actually check some of that out as well. I wonder when are they playing? Because that's at 9:30 my time. No, that's gonna be like I'll watch it, but I won't do a stream for it. I was thinking about probably just jumping on a stream and doing it, but like, yeah, that's gonna be pretty late for me. But I hope the Hornets win. I hope the Hornets win, man, for you. So it looks like the game is on another break. Jazz is still up by 10. Still got 3 minutes to go, 116 to 106. The Jazz are winning this fourth quarter. So it looks like S Dot's gonna win his money. And whoever else that decided to bet on the Jazz, looks like you guys are gonna win your money. So hey, I think that definitely deserves some cheering. And I don't think it's a bit too early for me to say this. I think you guys are going to win the money. So congratulations. Early congratulations. All right, we got a couple more comments in the chat. Haven't seen much Clippers, but if I'm hold on, I should put this up on here. So Victor Fate says, haven't seen much Clippers, but if I'm assuming that's Melo, Con, and Miller played, then we win by I will say this though, right? We beat the Clippers like by 30, first game of the season. And I like this is the second time we've lost to the Hornets. And I think if Melo, if Concanipple, and if Brandon Miller play well, you guys are winning. Like you guys are winning. I truly do believe that. Like you guys now have too much offense and some pretty, I say, decent deep. No, you know what? You guys have a lot of offense, like in depth now. You got what Trey Mann that's on the bench. What you got Liam McNeely, Sion James, and then you got the big guns like LaMelo, Con, Brandon Miller. You got Kalkbrenner there. That's a problem. Like he can shoot threes. Like holy crap. Like yeah, like I know everybody talks about the Hornets and like they are also a problem with like tanking as well, but they are way better than what they are supposed to be. And I honestly, right? I think if it wasn't for like tanking, like teams like the Hornets would probably be closer to a playoff team, to like a playing team. Like they could go out there and cause teams problems. Project Fortnite says, "Can you stream the first quarter Lakers? When is that? When is the Lakers? At 9:00. I wasn't planning on to. I'll have to see how everything goes because after this, I normally kind of like edit videos and stuff. Like I don't mind doing a Lakers game, but it's like I don't like doing back-to-back games like on a weekday. That's really what it is. So I'm probably gonna have to say no, but I will say this: I'm gonna put something in the diary to be able to stream a Hornets game and a Lakers game coming up, and I will put it on the schedule. Victim of Fate says, "I've seen the Pacers run last season, so I'm not counting Cleveland out." I mean, Pacers have been horrible. Like I've seen them 3 times this season. Like they're bad. They're bad, and I know they're intentionally doing it because they also want the draft pick. But yeah, they've been bad. All right, Jazz are going to go to the line courtesy of Nurkic. Um, I'm looking to see when the next Hornets game that I could go up and stream. Oh my god. It's actually Hornets Lakers on Thursday, but I won't be here. Like I'm actually not streaming that day. I actually have to take that day off. Um, I've got something personal going on. Oh man, I got to consider that, like, because that's actually a game I might actually want to do for you guys. Hornets Lakers Thursday at 9:30, and then Jazz are at 7:30. Yeah, I got to consider. I might consider like canceling some personal plans to do that. Yeah, I'll think about that one. I'll think about that one. Oh, the comeback in the playoffs. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That was a game. That was a game. Yeah, the Pacers were really good to watch, and like I didn't expect them to be that fun to watch during the playoffs. Like, I mean, I know they're a good team, but I I didn't expect them to be like how they was. I thought the series between them and the Cavs was going to be better, like particularly on the Cavs side. I actually put the Cavs to actually win that series, and then when they went up against the Knicks, I projected them to beat the Knicks too. All right. Jazz are up by 12 with just under 2 minutes to go. Looks like the Jazz are going to get the win unless they completely collapse. All right. Jazz are just going to play some defense at the end. I want my guy S. Dot to win his grand because, like, yeah, I don't want people losing kind of big money. Garland there with a three. Oh, that's not good. That is not good. Darius Garland there hits a three. All right. Lowry there out. Lowry there out to Keontae George. Keontae George. Oh, that's a bad foul. Oh, that's a bad foul by Keontae, but oh, he gets up just fine. His body landed awkwardly. He's going to feel that tomorrow morning. Well, maybe not. He is what, 20, 21? You don't feel nothing at that age. All right, Keontae George is going to go. No, that's a foul. That's a foul. That's a foul by Jared Allen. Yeah, that's a foul. There's this play here that's been challenged by Cleveland. Basically, Keontae goes up for the layup. They're trying to argue that it's not a foul, that the fact that Keontae went up with his elbow, which I don't know what he's supposed to do, because the elbow is part of the arm, which he's going up for the layup. The elbow doesn't even touch, well, it doesn't even connect with Jared Allen in any way. Looks like challenge is unsuccessful. And still look like it's going to be Jazz ball. Looks like Jazz are going to win this one. I mean, let's just ease up there. It is, I think Keontae's going to go and Keontae's going to go again and shoot these two. He's walking a little bit gingerly, Keontae George. Sophistic Live says the only play-by-play I've seen for this game. Yeah, because no one checks for the Jazz. I like. I mean, yeah, like I don't see. I don't see hardly see anything. The only last time I saw a play-by-play for the Jazz that wasn't with myself was another channel that did play-by-play for the Jazz Lakers. And that's because they do lots of different games. And I mean the Lakers, being the Lakers, that's America's team. So, they stream the Lakers, but you don't see a lot of them. It is Jazz ball now. We got a minute and 15 seconds left in this game. Sam Merrill's got the ball, passes it to Mobley, back to Merrill. Merrill Ware with a three. That's a miss. Jazz get the rebound, and there we go. Jazz need to take it easy. Jazz up by 11 right now. Keontae George is going to bring it up. Sophistic Live also continues to say, I want this game. I need my Jazz payout. Sir, I think you will get your payout. S. Dot, if he's still there and watching the stream, he is going to get his payout. Oh, and that's a three. And that is signed, sealed, and delivered, people. Keontae George hits a three. And I think all of you are going to get your payout because right now we got 35 seconds left in this game. I'm just going to let the cheering continue because the Cavs just also hit a three on that play. And this game is going to keep going. Yusuf Nurkic has the ball now. Pass it to Keontae. Jazz up, still up by 11. 123 to 112. Nurkic there. Passes it to Bryce Sensabaugh in the game. I've missed quite a few things, but it's great. I don't mind because I've been talking to some really great fans there in the chat. And I got to thank all of you guys once again for just having a really great stream. This has been a fun stream for myself. This has been such a fun stream. I'm actually even thinking that I'll cancel my personal plans and actually do a stream on Thursday, which I wasn't planning to. But I got to see how the week goes. So I might actually go and do something. But yeah, I'll let you guys know. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, do subscribe so that if I do something, you guys will be the first ones to know. But I'll know more about it definitely by Wednesday for sure. Then I'll kind of decide from there. But the game is over. Jazz take the win. Jazz go up and win this game 123 to 112, get an 11-point win. They treated their fans really well. Comment then by Sophisticated Live says, oh my God, as a Lakers fan, I'm essentially a Cowboys Why? Why does being a Lakers fan make you a Cowboy fan? Is it because you're I don't watch the NFL that much, but is there a reason why? All right now they're talking to Larry at the end, and Lauren Green talks about what was your strategy, paraphrasing, what was your strategy towards getting a win to the start of this road trip? Hold on. Lauren asks, how is Larry using his physicality? Larry's talking about he's just trying to impact the game. Lauren talks about the defense. She talks about how the players are taking pride in the defense. And Larry talks about exactly what I've been talking about, consistency with this team. You got to be consistent playing defense. Yeah, he talks about at the end just about them watching film, being prepared, which I think is great, and I think that's what's expected. Victim of Fate says, "I'm a Cowboys fan, not by choice, though. My guess is that it's probably a family thing. Completely understand, though. Do understand that." Um, oh, okay. See, this is where this is where okay this is where I didn't realize that. Okay, so yes, I did say the Lakers are America's team. So yeah, and I guess the Cowboys would be the equivalent for the NFL. Yeah, no, that's absolutely correct. Yeah, because I think it's between the Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers that at least from someone from the outside looking in, that's what seems like most people like those are the two teams that most people kind of really gravitate towards. That oh, the Patriots and the Giants. I think the Jazz will beat the Bulls. I think we're more than capable of beating the Bulls. Like I think we also beat them earlier on in the season, if I can remember. I think that game is what was that? But yeah, the Jazz. It depends who we play. So like, I mean, you see from this game here, and you know what? I think now it's time for me to share my screen, so then I'll let you guys go soon. But how this game went, like Jazz played really well. You know, Lowry there with 28, Keontae George doing what we needed him to do, and like get his average or more than that. 100% from free throw. Again, 50% from the field, great. More than 50% from three. Lowry there with what about like 45% from three, roughly, and then 50% from the field. Like this is what we need from our best players, all our best offensive players, Lowry and Keontae George. They did what we needed to be done. Svi Mihalik was great, did what like we needed to do in this game. Played defense, was an offensive threat, and also went out there and played defense as well. Good two-way player there. Svi Mihalik. Yusuf Nurkic there, end the game double double again. Rim protector, created chances for the guys. Cody Williams, I thought played really well. Played 21 minutes there for Cody. I know he only had 8 points as well, but I love the defense. The 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Yeah, he had 2 turnovers as well. I thought he had a block though and a steal, but he didn't have. Oh, guess I was mistaken. Then from the bench, I thought Bryce got into his own. Isaiah Collier there also, I thought play had a really good game. 7 points, 8 assists from Isaiah Collier within his 19 minutes. Yeah, Isaiah Collier always so close to getting a double double. He always ends up with like 7, 8, or 9 points with 7, 8, or 9 assists in this game. Ace Bailey there coming back. He only played 15 minutes, but it did take him a while to kind of get going in the game. But good to see him back there with the team providing like real value there in this game. But Kevin Love, the kind of the star from up off the bench, and then Lowry and Keontae there, stars of the starting five. And then for the Cavs, I mean it's Donovan Mitchell there for sure. Darius Garland there. I know Sam Merrill was pretty good. Evan Mobley was good. Jared Allen, I felt could have been better there too. Some of the bench guys was really good there. Jalen Tyson there, I like what he was doing. They're coming up off the bench, hitting those threes when need be, adding defensive support. Craig Porter Jr. was all right, started really well, and then kind of faded away. Him, Tomlin there, I love his athleticism. He's super long. Was it Queen? However it is that you pronounce that. He was really good. I love what he was doing there, coming up off the bench. But just a real nice competitive performance there from the Utah Jazz. I got to say that, and yeah, against a real tough team, and that's how it ended. 48% from the field, 45% from three, and 89% from the free throw line. And then for the Cavs, 41% from three, 45% from the field, and 100% from the free throw line. So again, just two really good offensive teams. But you just have to say, for me, I think it's the consistency from the Jazz, which is the reason why they won this game. So got a couple of comments there in chat. Victor Mafate says if everybody plays if everybody plays, he thinks the Jazz will beat the Bulls. I agree. If this starting five plays against the Bulls, yes. But I don't trust this front office to be able to go out there and just play the best possible team. Like if everybody's legit healthy, like I think the Bulls will probably be one of those games whereby you might see Lowry and you probably see Lowry and Keontae, but Nurkic will be out, Kevin Love will be out, and Svi Mykhailiuk will be out, and yeah, that'll be a game that we end up like struggling and we like just lose by like 5 or something like that. But I hope I'm wrong. I hope that's not the case. And yeah, but I know we got the Bulls coming up. Fingers crossed they get the win. Fingers crossed they get the win. But yeah, I think that's it from all the comments. But I just want to say just thank you to everybody there that joined the stream. Victim of Fate there, thank you again for joining the stream again. Much appreciated. Sophistic Live, uh, Project Fortnite again. Really appreciate like what you guys have done. Just like it really does kind of make the stream a lot of fun, and it's good to kind of like talk to everybody about basketball. S. Dot there, he writes. I gotta put this comment up. S Dot out here winning a grand, winning a grand right now. S Dot's gone someplace. Go buy yourself some dinner. S Dot, a nice big juicy fat steak. Go on and enjoy that win. Go on, thank S Dot for that. And then who else? Was there anybody else besides? Oh, we got Hokage Hustle 88 was right there. Like he was earlier on, and then Danny TD1HT was out there as well with the comments there. So I got to thank all of you. All of you guys were great. As a matter of fact, all of you guys deserve a round of applause. Gotta give these guys a round. You guys have been great. You guys have been great. Made the stream great. Really appreciate it. All right, so there's one more comment there by Victim of Fate. Yo says, all right, Hoopslytics, have a good rest of the night. I'll check up on the communications in case you go live Thursday. Yeah, really appreciate it. Yeah, check that out. I'll put a note on the community page. Like it'll just be a post. I've only missed one other game so far this season, just to put like I just couldn't join and it was last minute. But I'll put something up for you guys just so that you know that. And then I will be back up again. If I don't do one Thursday, I'll definitely do one on Saturday for the Jazz, and I'll also see when the Lakers and when the Hornets are playing, just so that I want to thank you. I want to check out more Hornets games, and yeah, see what you guys are doing. But yeah, again, really appreciate the support, and I'll see you and I'll see everybody else next time, which hopefully will be on Thursday, but if not, again, well, I'll definitely see you guys tomorrow because Jazz are playing tomorrow. It's tomorrow. It's either tomorrow or Wednesday. I know we got yeah, it's either tomorrow or Wednesday. I'll have to check that out.